Hi everyone, this is Marianne and welcome to my channel. Recently I ordered a bunch of leather swatches from Spek and now they have finally arrived. I have been thinking of ordering a Spek standard binder with 30mm rings for many years now because I think they are so beautiful and the quality is superb, but I could not justify the price of them. I also don't have that much money, so just to satisfy my desire for now, I ordered these leather swatches just so I can see the leathers in person and to narrow down what I like, because on the website everything looks so pretty, so it's really hard to decide. I'm not going to be buying for 2018, but who knows, maybe in 2019 I can finally have the funds for the binder. These are all of the leathers that I have been considering. Let's look at them one by one. This here is the red Italian, which is number 180 on the website. It's a very smooth leather. As you can see here, it's not pebbled at all. And it has a coating, I think, and it's a little bit plasticky. It looks very pretty in the website, and it still looks pretty now, but perhaps not for me. And then next here we have the brown Italian, which is 182 in the website. It is very dark. I even thought it was black. And then here is the brandy Italian, number 184. After I put it together with the brown Italian, I realized that the brandy looks closer to brown than to red. But then here is the black Italian compared with the blue Italian, as you can see right there. These are all of the Italian leathers. This is the blue Italian that I actually like because it's sort of like a grayish greenish blue. It's not purpley at all, but the texture was extremely smooth, which I do not like. I prefer pebbled or textured leathers, but these are very high quality. These look and feel so expensive, like those briefcases that come from Italy. And then the next here we have the undyed, which is 102. This is very thick leather, and I considered that because I wanted it to age with me, but it's very thick and I wasn't really sure how to feel about that. And then next we have the Acacia 6204 and the Kuyo 6208. Those are the two leathers that I am handling at the moment. They are very soft. They have a very subtle texture to them, and I think they don't have a coating on them, but they are also very thin. I like these leathers a lot. I think these are the kind that can really grow old with you. They can develop some patina or shine as you go along. And then the next one is the Matone 05. It's a very warm, sort of like caramel color. I really like it. It's thin and soft and shiny. And then the next one is number 8. It is Toron. It is a medium beige color that has brown undertones. I really like this leather. I like the color and the texture and the softness, and I like what happens when you either crinkle it or stretch it. And then next we have the Camel 10, which has the same properties as the Tyrone. And then I have also noticed that with this kind of leather, if you sort of roll them around, they develop a kind of crinkle, and it adds to the beauty of the leather, as you can see here. So even if the leather has a smooth, shiny finish, as long as you roll them and keep handling them over time, they will lose their shine, I think, and they will develop creases and like that. I have seen people roll their chic sparrows to achieve this effect, and you can also achieve that effect with the Vanderspek. Although, of course, with the Vanderspek, you can no longer roll the binder because it's stiff, but that's the kind of leather that they have. And finally, we move on to number 26, which is the fuchsia leather. I think this leather is very vibrant, that you can combine with something that is light and neutral, probably like Tyrone 08. But well, I think that this leather is really beautiful. This is very soft and also shiny like the Matone, but the color is not me. And then this here is Flamma, number 29, but it's a pinkish red, whereas the red Italian is closer to a true red. The Flamma has pinkish undertones. The Flamma, by the way, is number 29, and it has the same softness, same texture, and same thickness as the Matone, Tyrone, Camel, and Fuchsia. And next, here we have the Acacia Napa, which is slightly thicker than the leathers that came before it in this batch, but it is not shiny and it has a very, very subtle texture to it, and it's certainly very, very soft. I am I have jumped ahead in the batch to look at the Tortoro because the Acacia Napa is often the ones that people match with the Tortora, and the colors do match. And here I am comparing the Acacia Napa with the Acacia 6204, as you can see right here, just to compare the colors of the two. They have the same thickness, softness, and texture, more or less, but the Acacia 6204 is definitely darker, and the Acacia Napa is certainly a better match to the Tortora Croco than the Acacia 6204. Now I'm looking through the other leathers to see if what other colors would match each other, and right there and then I picked out the Tyrone 08 and the number 10 Camel. I think these two colors are a perfect match. They have the same color undertone, and they're both very warm. Even though the Tyrone is lighter, it has warm brown undertones. And then we have, after the Acacia Napa, we have the Cuyo, which is a very good basic brown with very subtle texture. It has the same thickness and softness and texture as the Acacia Napa, and this Cuyo actually is very similar in color to the backpack, the leather backpack that I designed. I have a video of it in my YouTube channel, and I will link it down below so you can see the color and leather of that backpack. And then finally we get to the legendary and well-loved Tortoro Croco, but seeing it in person now I am underwhelmed, perhaps because it feels like cardboard, so I didn't really look at it that much. And then we have the Turchese 19. Now in the website, the Turchese looks a little bit green, but here it looks more minty. I'm looking through the batch to find out which of them has the same thickness, softness, texture, and shine as the Turchese, and I decided that all of these leathers that came before it in the batch has the same thickness, shine, texture, and softness. So I think these are pretty much the same leathers with different colors. And then lastly, we have the Water Buffalo Black. And well, I still went through the samples to figure out what I can possibly choose, but I keep gravitating to the number 10 Camel and the number 8 Tyrone. I think those two colors are very me, but certainly there are many combinations from here that you can choose from the Italian leathers. You can combine black and red. I think that will be so classy. You can have a Italian black on the outside, and on the inside you have the Italian red. That is very Christian Louboutin. I haven't seen anyone yet on the Vanderspek Facebook group do that, but I'm looking forward to seeing someone do that. It will look very stylish. And then the pinks, the fuchsia and the flamma, which is a pinkish red, also look very good, and if combined with black, it would look very stylish in a very feminine way. Now as for the undyed, I have, I have an appreciation for the undyed because I have a G Feller notebook cover made of English kip leather, and it has darkened over time. I will make a video of it soon, but it's too thick and it's too rough for me. And I really keep gravitating towards the Camel 10 and the Tyrone 8, and I keep squishing them with my fingers to see what's going to happen to the leather, how the leather is going to wrinkle, and then if I stretch the leather, how would it look like, what degree of shine would be disappearing if I stretch the leather. I kept handling the leathers because I really like these leathers, as you can see. Shout out to all of the people who did the same thing to their Vanderspek leather swatches when they first got them. And let me know down in the comments what you have done to your leather swatches after when you were still deciding which to pick. Did you bake them in the sun to see how they would react to sun? Would they darken or whatnot, like they undyed? Or did you put a few drops of water on them to figure out which one is actually water resistant or not? Let me know down in the comments what you have done to your leather swatches that helped you decide which leather to choose. And so that's it. Those are the leather samples that I got recently from Vanderspek. Thanks for watching. Bye!